Top of the morning, my Cadillacers. Top of the morning, kinfolk. It's the Cadillac Top Morning Show. I am your host, Macaroni, Big Tony Jones in the building. Salute to everybody watching this morning. Wherever you are in the world, I send you nothing but love, blessings, prayer. I hope your family is good, your health is straight, and your finances even better. You know what I'm talking about? And if it's your first time checking in, let me know what country, what state, what province, what street corner, what penthouse in the sky you checking in from, because we worldwide and it's nothing but love. Salute to everybody watching this morning, man. Sunday morning, we switching up the vibe, you know what I'm saying? It's a new year, new vibes. Sunday mornings, we getting into world news, man. You know what I'm talking about? We got the world news to get into, man. Topics of the world. You know what I'm saying? Let me fix myself up, make sure. I'm trying to look like a goddamn news anchor. You know what I'm saying? Not because I want to be a news anchor, but because I want to get one of them news anchor ladies. Anyway, yo, Donald Trump, your president. Donald Trump, my player partner, my partner player, has decided he was going to invade Venezuela and capture their president. This is the first thing that we got to discuss right now. All right, Trump has decided he's going to invade Venezuela.
This is the most dramatic military strike of Trump's second term. Within hours, U.S. forces attacked a wide range of targets, from key military sites to air bases to even the country's main port. The capital, Caracas, looked like a war zone. There was fire and smoke in the sky and chaos on the streets. And Venezuelans captured all of it from their rooftops and their balconies. Here is how the U.S. forces captured Venezuelan President Maduro.
It was loud, scary, and unprecedented. The U.S. struck Venezuela with full force. Caracas lit up like a battlefield. Its skyline shrouded in smoke and fire.
Ay, no.
And its people stunned.
Mira eso.
Eyewitnesses saw the American operation unfold before their very eyes.
I live here in Chacao, and approximately an hour and a half ago, we felt planes flying and explosions. Several explosions, at least 8 or 10. And now I went out to look around. Now all you see is smoke, smelling like creolin.
One of the casualties was Port of La Guaira. This is Venezuela's main maritime gateway, just north of Caracas. These pictures were captured by an eyewitness moments after the U.S. airstrike hit. More footage emerged.
Yo, Trump was like, what, the airstriking like civilian territory, man? Man, bunch of people, civilians out there now. But here's my thing. This is where I'm going to go with it. Because if we straight up in there like 6 o'clock, we ain't 6 to 1, we ain't 5 to 9. So I got to tell both sides. On one side, the president was a goddamn narco-terrorist, man. That nigga killed, that nigga got a lot of blood on his hands. The man was shipping, he was with the cartel, and they were shipping all kind of, you know what I'm saying, narcotic into the United States. So on one side, if you're, you know what I'm saying, you're going to look at it like, well, nigga, I'm the president. Y'all can't be doing this shit. I'm going to take over your country until I'm ready to give it back, or until y'all can do something right with it. This is where we are right now. That's what the Trump side. The other side going to say, nah, this nigga just being a bully. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want nobody bringing in no narcotics into my country.
Urged within minutes. Explosions ripped through an airbase too, right inside Caracas. Experts were quick to confirm. The U.S. didn't even spare military installations. And this was not any remote outpost. This was the heart of the capital. And it was under attack. It was a story too big for Venezuelan state television to ignore. They began broadcasting an official statement. It confirmed explosions had rocked Caracas. and 3 other states, Miranda, Aragua, and La Guaira. It called the U.S. strikes military aggression.
Today, more than ever, President Nicolás Maduro is loyal to the Constitution to protect his people. The Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela rejects, condemns, and denounces before the international community the grave military aggression perpetrated by the current government of the United States of America.
All right, they mad, but hear what though? Maduro wasn't even the president. That nigga didn't win the election. That nigga decided to fuck it, I'm staying. You know what I'm saying? He took over the shit. What the fuck happened? That nigga took over the shit. All right? So then now you're doing minutes with the narco terrorists. So what do you think is gonna happen? But on the flip side, could you imagine what this is gonna be for international law? Because I don't think what Trump did was legal. I don't think you just go and just capture a country's president and say, yo, listen, I'm taking over this shit until y'all can fix it. I don't know if that's legal. You know what I'm saying?
President Nicolás Maduro had declared a national emergency. He called on his allies to mobilize. Across the capital, residents were already awake. Some stood on rooftops, others filmed from balconies. Venezuela's interior minister took to the streets. Diosdado Cabello is one of Maduro's top allies. Flanked by soldiers, he gave a statement. His message was clear: remain calm. He urged the public not to panic and trust the leadership of Maduro.
After evaluating the damages caused by the criminal and terrorist attack against our people, our patriotic ground, electric facilities, the Bolivarian Revolution, and even those who aren't related to the Bolivarian Revolution. It's an attack against Venezuela, the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela. In the end, after these attacks, we will win. Long live the homeland!
By then, it was already too late.
Good morning, Lady T. Salute to you. Good morning to you on this early morning Sunday, midday Sunday. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully your Sunday is going well, and hopefully you had a good weekend. You know what I'm talking about? What we say here, I get not wanting drugs in your country, so you want to put a stop to it. Well, basically, he's starting a war. Yeah, exactly. That nigga said, fuck it. I'm going to do what I want to do. If a war come with it, nigga, we going to make Venezuela the 51st state, and then kind of come with it. Their civilians couldn't just black and any transport or ban the country as a whole. That's facts. That's very facts, because they're civilians, bro. He was bombing the Capitol. I mean, imagine somebody bombing the Capitol of the goddamn United States in Washington. I mean, Washington got a lot of reinforcement, but I mean, goddamn it, could you imagine? Shit. I didn't know it was legal either. I don't think that he's technically allowed to just, I don't know if it's kidnap is the word, but capture a president just because he just feels like it. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Trump is showing us that, yo, nigga, I'll do what I want when I want to do it.
Within hours, President Donald Trump confirmed it. Nicolás Maduro and his wife had been captured. They were taken out of the country. The operation was swift, executed in a matter of hours, but its impact may last far longer, with the potential to reshape the region.
Thank you very much. This is big stuff, and we appreciate you being here. Late last night and early today, at my direction, the United States Armed Forces conducted an extraordinary military operation in the capital of Venezuela. Overwhelming American military power, air, land, and sea, was used to launch a spectacular assault. And it was an assault like people have not seen since World War II. It was a force against a heavily fortified military fortress in the heart of Caracas to bring outlaw dictator Nicolás Maduro to justice. This was one of the most stunning effective and powerful displays of American military might and competence in American history. And if you think about it, we've done some other good ones like the attack on Soleimani, the attack on al-Baghdadi, and the obliteration and decimation of the Iran nuclear.
Yo, what kind of al-Baghdadi? Al-Baghdadi. Yo, they should have left that nigga alone. With a name like that, they should have left that nigga the fuck alone. You know what I'm saying? Al-Back. But yo, what we say? Trump is showing, Trump is showing and been showing that he does whatever he wants. The player partner gonna do what he feel like, man. I personally, they got the motherfucker locked up in New York City. They don't give a, Trump don't give a fuck. Trump just took the fucking president of Venezuela out of Venezuela. Yo, that's gangster. You know what I'm saying? I do believe this is imperialist aggression. But I do hope that this will bring down gas prices. It seems like every time something happens like a war, it affects the price of gas. I hope that, and listen, if y'all niggas want to go to war and to bring down the gas prices, go right ahead. Go right ahead. You know what I'm saying? If the shit drops in half, go right ahead. You know what I'm saying? But it can get ugly though. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Sitting back and watching it, this can get ugly. And the rest of the world's got to be put on notice. You know what I'm saying? But I also kind of feel like, you know what I mean? Trump is pissed off because y'all was bringing drugs into the country. If that didn't happen, I don't think this happens. So the rest of the world should be put on notice. Trump is the kind of nigga, you piss me off, I'm coming to get you. That's what it is.
Your sites just recently in an operation known as Midnight Hammer, all perfectly executed and done.
Up first this evening, it was a
Midnight Hammer, perfectly executed and done. We heard it from the president himself. He said, listen, I'm taking over your country to further notice. This is just what it is. Y'all niggas wasn't running it right. Got this narco-terrorist in the motherfucking office. Get rid of this nigga. And the motherfuckers, the goddamn what? NATO or wherever else, you know what I'm saying? It's the UN or whoever the fuck else. Y'all niggas wasn't doing y'all job. So I got to do the job for y'all. Sound like a boss to me. And you can call it some mafia shit, but it sounds like some bosses to me. You know what I'm saying? We going to St. James, Jamaica. We got a serious situation. I mean, I'm not going to lie. This is bad. We got a military operation causing civilians their life.
Start to the new year in Granville, St. James, after 2 men and a 4-year-old child were shot and killed during a police military operation in the community. The incident has led to widespread tension in the area, with residents protesting in the streets Thursday morning demanding justice.
It's not the start of the new year these residents in Granville, St. James were expecting. Minutes after midnight Thursday, a police military operation left 3 residents, including a 4-year-old child, dead. The 2 men have not been identified. However, the 4-year-old child is Romain Bowen from Browns Lane in Granville. Operations Officer for the St. James Police Division, DSP Peter Salke, told TVJ News that around midnight a team of police and military personnel were on patrol in the community when they heard loud explosions coming from the Browns Lane. When they went to investigate, they were met with gunfire and in turn returned fire. When the shooting subsided, 2 men were found suffering from gunshot wounds and were later pronounced dead.
As a result, investigations have started by the relevant authorities in relation to this matter.
So far, what I'm gathering, oh man, they went to go handle the business and the niggas wasn't with it. They said, yo, nigga, no. They said, fuck it. We're shooting. You know what I'm saying? You ain't taking us out like that, though. Where was the little boy in the situation, though? I mean, it's 12 o'clock at night. I'm assuming he's in bed, but I don't know. Let's continue.
Minutes later, 4-year-old Romain Bowen, who was sleeping with his grandmother in a boardroom nearby, was discovered with bullet wounds. The child later died at hospital while his grandmother received treatment and was released. The police then had to maintain a presence in the Granville community after angry residents took to the streets appealing for justice.
The law say you're innocent. Say even if you go say them a murderer, them a gunman. The law say you're innocent until proven guilty. And you go kill him and them, you don't find them with nothing at all. And you go come. All the police always never wrong, always have to be. For them reply always be shoot out. White always be shoot out and can't be the police them. And the police them are the wickedness brethren. We need body camera for every police.
Yo, man say, yo, listen, bro. When y'all, yo, top of the morning, Chico Black, top of the morning, man. Salute to you, player partner, man. I appreciate you tuning in this morning, man. You know what I'm saying? We got the world news today. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get on my news anchor. You know what I'm saying? Jaloso Nation. Shout out to Jaloso Nation in the building. You know what I'm saying? The man has a point, though. Right? You done shot up these individuals. You didn't find nothing on them. You didn't find nothing on the individuals. The law says we're innocent until proven guilty. Why can't we just have a peaceful resolve? But, according to the police, when we got here, they started shooting. And if that's the case, then the police did what they had to do. Unfortunately, the child got hit. But if they get there and all of a sudden it's on and popping, man, it's on and popping. You know what I'm saying?
When them come to the investigation, we need drones to fly. So they research the innocent people them yard from the gunman people them yard. We don't want no man little pitney dead. And we not top block the road. We want justice and we don't want no $40 million. We want the police them and the soldiers who do the murder. God jail. Yes, sir. Yes. We no killing my Granville and Pitford. We not rob West Village. We not rob West Village. The housing scheme. And no come over here and the woman a beg you no. The woman a beg you no and still kill him one penny.
However, the police are urging the residents to maintain peace and allow the authorities to carry out their investigation. He also told TVJ News an illegal AK-47 rifle was recovered from the scene.
We're urging persons that whatever you know, just talk with investigators so that whatever is to happen will happen. We're asking persons to make sure that as much as possible law and order is maintained. And as a matter of fact, if you see the strong presence here is to assist with the process. We are aware that it can be hurtful when we lost loved ones, but the police has to do the necessary investigation.
Deidre Thomas, TVJ News.
They started the new year at their house.
Man, what a way to start the new year, man. R.I.P. to that little boy. Condolences goes to the family. You know what I mean? To the people in St. James, man. This is the kind of stuff that goes on all the time. I would be upset too. I would definitely be upset too. But I respect a peaceful protest. You know what I'm saying? At least what y'all doing is peaceful. You know what I'm saying? And it's worldwide because, you know what I'm saying? At least for myself, it came across my timeline, so I had to share it. I hope that they find resolve and they find peace. And that, you know, nothing can bring the boy back. Nothing can bring the child back. But if we could try to find a resolve, you know what I mean? That would be the best thing for 2026. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, we got some other stuff to get into, but hold on a second now. My monitor here is doing something. I don't know what the hell it's doing, so I gotta fix it real quick. Hold on, give me a second here. All right, what's the next topic of the day? Let me take a look here. Let's see. What do we got next on the docket? What do we got? The Swiss Alps. We're going to the Swiss Alps. That's where we're going. The Swiss Alps. Hold on a second now. All right. What it say? It's always a terrible thing when a child dies, especially in a way like this. This is a horrific because it's not even his fault. It's not his fault. And I think the gentleman that the police was coming for should have just went down without a fight. If they had done that, we wouldn't have been in this situation. But them brothers were sitting there trying to, you know, have a shootout. And then, you know what I mean? It's casualties to war. You know what I'm saying? We got New Year's Eve party in the Swiss Alps. They in the club, they partying, they doing what they do. The young kids doing what they do. Until a fire goes off, man. And every man for himself, man.
Pierced. In the early hours, the basement bar was packed with young people partying. Photos show a woman on someone's shoulders holding 2 bottles of champagne and sparklers. The images capture the moment the bar caught alight. The ceiling quickly became a sea of flames as the fire spread. Some didn't realise the severity of the situation and carried on celebrating.
Yo, Jaloso, man, you're right, Chico, man. Look, that's a terrible way to start the new year, man. And my heart goes out to the folks in Jamaica, man, because that in St. James, man. That's a hard way to start the year, and for the grandmother as well, man. You know what I mean? My heart goes out to the whole family because you never want to start your new year off like that. You know what I mean?
Until they desperately tried to escape. The footage was recovered from 16-year-old Valentin's phone. He is now in an induced coma. His older brother was also at the bar.
Someone opened the front door and this led to get lots of air inside, which provided some air to the fire, and the fire turned into a fireball. I felt this fireball over my head. It slightly burned my neck.
What was that moment like when you realised what was happening?
Terrifying. Felt like a war scene, like a raid.
They were still partying, recording the fire while the shit was going on. But kids will be kids, and I guarantee you, the niggas didn't think it was that serious. They probably thought it was just a part of the festivities. Like, they ain't got no sense. And it looked like it was packed in there, man. As soon as you open that door and the air come in and it collide with that fire, man. You know what I mean?
I don't know, terrifying. I saw people burn people on the ground.
The French student gave us a first-hand account of not just the horror, but his heroics.
I went back inside. I found someone, I suppose. I hope he was just unconscious, but my prayers are that he's still alive.
The brothers are Federic's only children. Outside the bar, he told me Valentin has 40% burns to his body.
As a parent, you are not expecting to send your sons or your child into a death trap.
Yo, Chico. Chico said the realest shit, bro. He said, hey, man, look, that's crazy. Thing about it is I would have been gone. Yo, bro, the moment I seen that smoke, yo, nigga, I'm out. Bro, there's no goddamn way. And I'm seeing that smoke. A, I'm still partying. B, I've got my phone out recording this shit. Yo, nigga, I would have been out that motherfucker fast. You know what I mean? The quickest exit. We out. Out.
My younger son, no one will, I hope he will recover, but that will be difficult for him.
The bar is in a skiing resort in the heart of the Swiss Alps. The scene is shielded by screens, but the names and faces of the victims are starting to be released, including Italian Emanuele E. Gallopini, who, like many others, was just a teenager. Charlotte Nedam, a former pupil of a school in Hertfordshire, is one of those still missing. Arthur Broader is another. His mother, Letitia, has had an agonising wait for news. It's been 30 hours since my son disappeared. 30 hours, and I've had no news of my son. Photos given to ITV News suggest the ceiling of the bar was covered in soundproofing foam. There's a possibility to examine whether there is any criminal liability involving individuals. If this is the case, an investigation will be opened for negligent arson, homicide and bodily harm. This community is grieving, but they still don't know who they are mourning.
We had like 20 friends that were inside. Some of them are still missing, and we didn't hear any news from them. Some of them are in the hospital right now, injured and in bad conditions.
I'm still in shock. I can't comprehend what happened. I feel like it's actually a nightmare, that I'm going to wake up.
Ambulances had to queue to get to the scene. Some victims were airlifted out.
Our final story.
Man, what this 2026 has been? It's been a different the start to a year that's been crazy. You know, my heart goes out to the family, and we could poke fun and joke about it all we want. You know what I'm saying? Like we would have took off, and we would have been out. But I think the business owners of that club, the establishment that they was in, needs to be held accountable and liable for this. You know what I'm saying? And there should be some lawsuits coming up, some real serious lawsuits, because how the hell the building made out of some goddamn foam or whatever the fuck foam it was? You know what I'm saying? The fuck, and then y'all in there, you know what I'm saying? Having all kind of fucking sparks and shit going off with champagne and bottles and sparks and all kind of shit. Yo, man. Anyway, we're moving on. I'm going to Ghana. All right. Well, before we move on, hold on. What we say? For all my life, as long as I've been alive, I've never seen a start to a year where there wasn't devastation. You know what? That's very true. The beginning is usually a whole bunch of shit. Towards the end, it's usually a whole bunch of shit. Let's just hope that it doesn't even get more crazy and we don't end up in a World War III this year, man. I just don't want to see a World War III. But I would like to see Canada become the 51st state. I'm not going to lie. I would like to see that shit. But anyway, we're going to Ghana. Now, I'm from Ghana. Now, when I heard this story, I said, God damn it, man. Why I got to be in Ghana? Why couldn't it have been somewhere else? This some bullshit.
Is from Ghana. Humanity can collectively unclench. The Christmas apocalypse has been postponed. Not cancelled forever, just rescheduled. At least, that's the latest update from the self-proclaimed Ghanaian prophet Igbo Enoch. This comes after he confidently warned his followers that the world would be wiped out by a biblical flood on December the 25th. When Christmas came and went with nothing more dramatic than leftover cake, Enoch returned with an explanation. God, he said, had granted him more time. According to the prophet, that's
the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. Y'all gotta stop believing that bullshit. A motherfucker tell you, well, the world's coming to an end on Christmas. We're gonna be a big old flood. And anybody believe that shit? Y'all got to be retarded. That's all I got to say. If you ever believe that, something wrong with you.
delay is part of a divine plan to allow him to expand the Ark project. So far, he claims to have built around 10 arks. Enoch insists his prayers have been answered.
God reveals to redeem. I have prayed, I have fasted, I have donated, and I have built. And through my prayers, I got another vision. And in the vision, when you look at the number of people coming all over the country, all over the world into the Ark, the expansion of the Ark couldn't contain them. So, I shared my vision to some great men of God, who also interceded with me. After the intercession, God has given us some time to build more arks in addition to the 10. That will contain all of us.
But when December the 25th arrived, without so much as a suspicious puddle, confusion set in. Soon after, reports emerged claiming that donations meant for his Ark construction have been used to buy a luxury Mercedes. The car, it seems.
What dumbass nigga was giving this nigga money to build what Ark? To build what Ark? Where are we going? Nigga talk about building a boat. And I turned and pulled up with a Mercedes. Y'all niggas got that. Y'all niggas got that.
Arrived right on time, unlike the apocalypse. Social media, unsurprisingly, showed little mercy. Users were quick to call out what they saw as a carefully staged deception. One post on X said the entire episode reeks of fraud and demanded that the self-styled prophet be seriously questioned. Another comment went further, claiming that in some African countries, such actions would have triggered far harsher consequences. Others were simply baffled. How did anyone believe this, one user asked, echoing the disbelief of many watching the saga unfold online. And in perhaps the most cutting sign-off of all, another post wished a Merry Christmas to everyone except those who believed Ebo Noah. In the run-up to the supposed doomsday, Enoch urged followers to donate money so he could build ships, mirroring the biblical story of Noah. Believers were told these arks would save them when the great floods arrived. Many reportedly sold personal belongings to contribute. Viral clips showed people carrying luggage, gathering near the site, and preparing to board the vessels ahead of D-Day. The saga has also revived wider discussions about the concept of the rapture, a belief held by...
Wait. There are some real people that packed all their shit ready to go. Y'all gotta stop with this shit, man. Y'all take... See, because people are so fucking brainwashed, this is why shit like this can happen. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even thinking rationally. In the 2025 last year, we still believing in these kind of prophets. Then the nigga pulled up in a Mercedes Benz and everybody's mad. What was he supposed to do? Y'all niggas is retarded for giving him the money in the first place.
Some Christians that the faithful will be taken to heaven while others are left behind. End of time predictions are hardly new. Just months earlier, a South African pastor had claimed the rapture would occur on September the 23rd, proving once again that the end of the world is remarkably flexible with its schedule. In the end, the world survived Christmas. The flood was a no-show, and the arks are still gathering dust. But the prophet's story has already entered the annals of internet folklore, a warning about the dangers of mixing doomsday prophecies with false hope. Moving on now, South Africa.
Here's the bottom line. Think for yourself. That's it. I don't care what religion you want to believe in. I don't do religion. I do energy. But you do what you want to do. But think for yourself. You got to have logic. How in your mind somebody gonna tell you that we got to build the ark because there's gonna be a flood in this bitch? Y'all believe it? A nigga would never get me like that, bro. Nah. A nigga never get me like that. Anyway, we got a comment that said, no rational thinking at all. For you to get got like that, you have no rational thinking. You ain't got no sense of fucking, you just want to be told what to do. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Now, South Africa got a problem. They say it's a no-fly zone. You know what I'm saying? They said there's a whole bunch of shit going on over there, and niggas are getting attacked. Goddamn tourists is not even off limits.
Africa is under global scrutiny. A rising crime wave is now triggering travel warnings from major world powers. Canada is the latest country sounding the alarm. The North American nation has issued a sweeping advisory, urging its citizens to exercise extreme caution when travelling to South Africa. Ottawa says violent crime remains widespread across the country and is not sparing foreigners. Armed robberies, carjackings, home invasions, assaults. Canadian authorities say these crimes occur way too frequently and escalate after dark, even in areas popular with tourists. City centres and townships are also flagged as high-risk zones at night. And Ottawa is raising serious concerns about kidnappings, including so-called express kidnappings. Officials describe it as victims being abducted off the streets from taxis and forced to withdraw money. Foreign nationals, especially LGBTQ+ travellers, have been specifically targeted, often lured via social media or dating apps. Road travel remains dangerous.
Foreign nationals? I understand the LGBTQ, and I understand because they don't like them folks. They don't like them folks. So I understand that. Anybody else? I ain't going to South Africa. If that's what's going on, I ain't going to South Africa. I ain't trying to go to Johannesburg. No, I'm okay. I'm all right.
Dangerous, with carjackings and armed robberies common, including fake police and road hazards. Airports are also high risk, with tourists reportedly followed and robbed on their way to their hotels. But Canada is not the only one raising red flags. Warnings are coming from countries all around the world, and they're stacking up. The United States has issued a Level 2 advisory, urging Americans to exercise increased caution. Washington warns of smash-and-grab attacks, robberies, rapes, kidnappings and carjackings. Australia has followed suit. Canberra warns crime can spike during power cuts known as load shedding, but stresses it can still strike any time.
Hey man, I was just, goddamn right. I'm staying home. I'm staying home. I ain't got no time for that shit. But the poll been busting up this morning though. I said we got 7 votes and 57% of the votes say, yo man, listen, this is imperialist aggression. But them folks that say it's about time might be catching up though, 29%. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what happens as the day goes on. You know what I'm saying? We got a few more things. We got a few more things to get into. You know what I mean?
Time, anywhere. China has raised concerns as well. Beijing has issued a safety notice after kidnappings and fatal home invasion involving Chinese nationals. Analysts say Chinese traders are often targeted due to the perception they carry large amounts of cash. But these warnings do not exist in a vacuum. 2025 has been one of South Africa's bloodiest years in recent memory. This year alone, mass shootings have hit at least 5 provinces in 9 different incidents. Taverns, taxi stands and townships have all become hubs for violence. Dozens have been killed, including police officers and children. And the violence has left communities terrified, with some questioning the authorities.
We are pleading with the police to work with our local councillors, because these councillors are not here, they're just watching, and when we speak out, they target us. There's too much corruption among people in this community.
And South Africa now ranks among the countries with the highest murder rates in the world. 5 out of the 10 most dangerous cities in the world are reported in South Africa. Police data shows an average of 63 killings a day between April and September. Law enforcement blame illegal
63. Hold on.
Firearms for the surge in the crime wave.
63 killings a day between April and September of 2025. Yo, bro. 63 a day? You know how much that is per hour? Yo, my nigga, that's wild. If I knew the math on the top of my head, I'd tell you. But that's wild.
We are hard at work in order to remove illegal firearms. Amongst the festive season plan, in the plan, one of the focus areas is to remove unlicensed firearms and firearms that are licensed but people are found in possession of them while under influence of liquor, or they are not managing them properly.
But South Africa is still a global tourism hub and a major business destination. But a deepening security crisis is changing how the world views it. Canada's warning is the latest red flag, and the list of countries sounding the alarm is now increasing.
So a figure on the internet found him.
Man, I ain't going to South Africa. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? I go to other places in Africa. I go to Ghana, you know what I'm saying? I go to, you know what I mean? I might go to Nigeria, you know. I definitely want to go see Morocco, you know what I'm saying? And some other places, but I ain't going to Johannesburg. Fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then the niggas rob my shit, holding me hostage and shit. No, I'm not doing it. Yo, y'all see this nigga? And then one of them island boys. Man, this nigga done fucked up, man.
Self behind bars. We're talking about this person right here, Frank Venegas, on your screen, or you may see him on your phone, maybe even previous.
Hold on, before we continue, what we say? That's some wild shit. All the news you've been showing about Miami. I thought Miami was wild, but damn it. South Africa seems worse. Miami seems like a legit walk in the park. Yo, man. You compare goddamn South Africa to Miami? No, that nigga's... Oh, nigga. Miami's the walk in the park. You know what I'm saying? Miami, them niggas is showing. What we say? Them island boys, they're so stupid. 2 stupid brothers that sold their souls. I don't know much about these characters, but I do know what they got in trouble for. So you niggas is retarded.
Newscast that he's appeared in right here on our Gulf Coast. He's a member of the Island Boys rap duo. Gulf Coast News reporter Madison Adams joins us live now. Madison, what can you tell us about this arrest? I'm sure you found a lot of people pretty vocal about this.
Yes, I did. Deputies say they pulled them over because they did not stop at this crosswalk when leaving this gas station. And inside their car, they say they found powdered fentanyl on a credit card that was in the console. There was a straw with fentanyl in it, and then in Olivia's bag, they say they found fentanyl pills. The Collier County Sheriff's Office arrested the two on New Year's Eve. They say that they were driving their Mercedes on State Road 29 in Immokalee. Olivia Dubois was driving and Frank Venegas was in the passenger seat. Deputies say Frank is a gang member, and you may recognize him because he has over 1 million followers on TikTok, and he's known for rapping the viral song Island Boy. An affidavit says deputies saw him and Olivia rummaging through the car, so they searched it. And that's when they found fentanyl. Both were arrested on drug charges and booked into the Immokalee jail. And this is not the first time that these two have dealt with something like this. The two were pulled over and arrested in Naples almost a year ago. Deputies say Olivia was driving and she didn't stop at a stop sign while leaving another gas station. They found oxycodone pills and a spray-painted gun without a serial number in the car, and that's still an open case. We talked to some fans of his earlier. Take a listen.
I don't, you know what, Lady T, because that's a retarded-ass name. Them Island boys, they retarded. That nigga, fentanyl? Yeah, let the lady finish talking, man. Let the lady finish talking.
My friend sent me a video on TikTok saying that Island Boy was in Immokalee, and I freaked out. I was like, what? I didn't know he was in Immokalee because, you know, he's famous. I wouldn't know he would come to Immokalee, but he did. And then he got arrested on New Year's Eve. It's crazy.
Frank Venegas actually lived in Naples. We saw that as his address on his arrest affidavit. Olivia has already bonded out of jail, but Venegas has no bond because he has an open case against him for spray painting that gun. Reporting in Immokalee, Madison Adams, Gulf Coast News.
A healthcare watchdog has called for changes.
What the fuck is going on, man? Y'all niggas, y'all Island Boy niggas, I don't even know about y'all niggas. Y'all niggas just some retarded ass niggas. You ain't getting caught with fentanyl with the bitch. What the fuck, man? Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, these niggas is retarded, bro. The way I see it is, man, the game and the culture allows them to behave this way. You know what I'm saying? Because this is probably going to boost his career a little bit. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Give him some more credibility. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up. It's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? He's smiling in his mugshot. See what I'm saying? The boy's not serious. That's why they're interviewing people that have, that's why interviewing people who have no talking presence. Yeah, that little girl was, I don't even know why they let that little girl talk on camera. I was like, why you let this girl talk on TV? That's his fan base? If that's his fan base, that's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? We got a situation in Toronto. Man. We got a situation. Somebody's grandparent goes to the hospital. I know what they do. Choke him out. That's what they do.
At a Toronto hospital after an 84-year-old woman was bruised and put in a headlock by a security guard. CTV's John Woodward joins us live now from outside Michael Garron Hospital. And John, some of these changes have to do with militaristic language.
Yeah, Natalie, Ontario's patient ombudsman took a look at the policies of Michael Garron Hospital and found militaristic language like tour of duty in there about how they're deployed. They say it signifies a culture, or could signify a culture, that's just inconsistent with the hospital's mission of helping people.
It was a shock.
That's how Michael Turcotte reacted when he heard about what happened during his mother's visit to Michael Garron Hospital in 2024. June Turcotte, who is deaf and has dementia, had gone in for a blood sugar test. Hours later, the 84-year-old emerged covered in bruises. The family said one staffer told them a security guard had put her in a headlock.
An 84-year-old lady in a bed isn't a threat to anybody, and if the only resource they have is putting her in a headlock and causing those kind of injuries, then the system really needs to be looked at and changed.
Our news story of the incident then sparked Ontario's patient ombudsman to look into what happened, combining their probe of another similar incident in the East End Toronto Hospital. Their report found security guards there do take de-escalation training, But embedded in their policy is language like tour of duty that they described as hawkish or militaristic, with guards agreeing it implied they worked in a warlike context. The report said this framing of such policies and the organizational culture it implies is not consistent with the goals and principles of a healthcare environment.
Tour of duty? Like this, it just doesn't belong there.
The Ombudsman's office found use of force rates at the hospital were going up from 1.8 interventions per 1,000 visits in 2023 to 2.1 in 2024.
It's not your granddad's emergency department anymore.
Emergency doctor Alan.
What the hell is going on in the emergency, man? What the hell is going on up in the hospital? You imagine being a 70-year-old and somebody doing that to you? It's one of them situations where I couldn't have been me, man. Well, not me at 70, but if I'm watching, if somebody did that to my pops or my moms or somebody, man, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's a damn hospital. It's not a war zone. What they mean a tour of duty. You see what I'm saying? What kind of language are they putting out there? So now the security feel like they going to war with the patients. This is what's going on in the goddamn hospital.
Drummond said this could be a response to the genuine threats ERs have faced across the country, like a nurse strangled at Vancouver General Hospital and healthcare workers stabbed in Halifax.
Substance abuse is rampant. Dementia is increasing. People are medically ill, and they often sort of become quite delirious and lack of control.
The hospital told the Ombudsman it had created a geriatric emergency department area, increased its physician and triage nurse schedules, assigned another half-time employee to that department, and revised its security policies.
You don't want to go to emergency and get injured.
The Turcottes hope the changes at Michael Garron Hospital will be replicated elsewhere, so no other elderly person leaves hospital looking like this.
What is shit?
Another issue in getting to the bottom of what happened to June Turcotte here was that there was no security video of the incident, and one of the patient ombudsman recommendations was to have body-worn cameras on all the security guards, just like some police forces. And the hospital says they have implemented that. Reporting live from Michael Garron Hospital, I'm John Woodward. Natalie, back to you.
Thank you. A couple says they were going...
Bro, what the hell is that, man? We got a comment that says, I'm fighting, I'm suing the hospital. I'm fighting, I'm suing the hospital. That's exactly what I'm doing too. There's no way, there's no doubt about it, man. It's going to be a problem, man. There's no amount of dementia. Now, for the incidences, the isolated incidences where, you know, the nurse got choked out and the other one got stabbed, you know what I'm saying? Those people got, I would assume, those are people that got, you know, they got issues with substances. You know what I'm saying? I just listened to her, the provinces she was talking about. So at the end of the day, that's different than an old lady who might have dementia or an old lady who's just old. You know what I'm saying? But there's no humanity to the facts, what I'm saying, man. And y'all got to do better. This is Toronto, y'all got to do better. You know what I'm saying?
to do everything in their power to get the identity of a driver who they say they saw hit and kill a child, then leave the scene. They followed the driver through 2 counties. And Channel 2's Tom Jones is live tonight in Clayton County. Tom, they had some trouble actually getting the tag number.
That's right, Linda. That accident happened right here on Riverdale Road near Garden Walk. The couple says as they followed the driver, they realized he had a temporary tag and the numbers were very small. But they say they were determined to get that tag and make sure he didn't get away.
Hey, but it's, yo, lady to your right, though. It says it's a security guard. The company, they hire 2. You know what I'm saying? The company hires security guards, and the guards and the guards noondays are not competent. You know what I'm saying? No, these guys are not competent at all. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it's a lack of humanity. It's a definite lack of humanity. And you got to be the security company that hires these individuals. What kind of individuals are you hiring? Who are gonna maliciously do stuff like that to somebody? Doesn't make no sense. Yo, Jalo Soul. I like that name, by the way, though. I can't even lie. I like that name, player partner. That's what we looking forward to in 2026. That's crazy. This is the kind of shit that's going on that should not be going on anywhere in the world. And I'm devastated the fact that it's happening right down the goddamn street from me. You know what I'm saying? I was appalled to hear this shit. But now we got this kid, this child, hit and run, and the motherfucker take off, man.
You're looking at video a husband and wife shot as they tried to get the tag number of a driver they say they saw hit a child and kept going. They also were on the phone with 911 and tried to get the driver to pull over.
Why would you hit that little boy and keep going? Why would you hit him and keep going?
The couple did not want us to use their names, but the wife says she was livid.
I was upset. I was highly upset.
Upset after they say they saw a driver hit and kill 10-year-old Caleb Jackson as he tried to cross Riverdale Road near Garden Walk Sunday night. They say the driver kept going in and out of traffic and trying to lose them as they tried to get his attention.
Hitting the horn, beeping, flashing the lights, who was doing all that?
They say they followed him for 30 minutes, all the way into Fulton County.
I wanted him to stop.
Police arrested David Blanchard the next day. We were in court when he went before a judge.
You don't have a bond right now, okay?
I don't have a bond.
No, sir.
Caleb's mother thanked the couple for going above and beyond and helping get Blanchard into custody. This Good Samaritan says she didn't do it for any thanks.
It was more so for the Caleb. I just wanted somebody to understand that somebody was there for him.
And Blanchard faces first-degree vehicular homicide and hit and run. Caleb was a fourth grader at Marshall Elementary. His mother says his brother and cousins were with him when he was hit.
Man, kudos to that lady for chasing down the goddamn driver, getting that license plate. You know what I'm saying? There's still some good people in this world. I have to say that. There are still some good people in this world. You know what I'm saying? People that actually care, that actually go out of their way to do what's right. You know what I'm saying? Because had they not done that, that sucker would have got away with this shit. You know what I'm saying? But now this justice can be served. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, you can't bring back the child, but at least justice can be served. Which brings us to our final segment of the day. It's a thing called Grok. Grok? I don't know what the fuck, man. But Elon Musk done came up with this shit, and then now it's getting kind of bad. This AI shit is getting kind of predatory.
Our next story is about artificial intelligence. It was sold to us as the future. But as we speak, it is unleashing horror on the present. It is digitally undressing women and children. I'm talking about Grok. Grok is an AI chatbot. It's on X, formerly known as Twitter. Grok can answer your questions. It claims to verify facts in real time. And in 2024, it also added image-generating tools. You can write a prompt to generate an image, like an elephant flying in space. It started off as a fun activity, but of late it has taken a disgusting turn. A new trend has emerged in India and across the globe. People have started removing things from photos. Again, it began as a seemingly harmless move. People removed friends that they did not like, or they removed an ex, or even leaders from photos. But then, many started using this tool to digitally undress women. They took photos of celebrities, influencers, or any women on the internet, and they added prompts like, remove her clothes, turn this into a bikini, make it explicit. And not just women, they did it with photos of children as well. What's worse, Grok complied. Grok followed these horrid prompts and it created those deepfake images. Now, AI going wrong is not new, but Grok's case was different. Most AI tools generate images privately. You prompt it, you see it, end of story. But Grok is different because Grok is woven into X itself. So these images appear on a public media feed, which means a woman could post a perfectly normal picture, but within minutes, a deep fake explicit version of her could be circulating on X. This is digital sexual violence.
Yo, AI is fucked. Yo, motherfuckers gonna get in trouble for this shit, bro. Do you know who got... Comment. Welcome to the start of the AI era. They playing God and God don't like ugly. Facts. God don't like no goddamn ugly. Y'all playing God, man. We got another comment saying this is sickening. It's disgusting. I don't even, like, the AI should have to have a prompt to know not to do certain things. It don't got the prompt to know this shit. Elon gotta do better than that, man. Elon, but then what do you expect from Elon Musk? This nigga got like 40 kids from like 40 bitches. You know what I'm saying? He's the ultimate cross country now. I ain't gonna lie.
85% women online have already experienced some sort of digital violence, and now Grok is amplifying it. What does the bot say about this? Grok has admitted that users were quote-unquote testing its limits. Here's what its own policies say. Grok claims to ban non-consensual explicit content. It says it prioritizes ethics and safety, and yet it keeps posting explicit photos of women. And what about the platform X? Well, X too claims to have strict policies against non-consensual explicit content, at least on paper. But policies mean nothing if you do not enforce them. It's like a safety sign on a road. It's useless if it fails to stop speeding cars. And right now, Grok is like a Ferrari with no brakes on a very crowded street. So people are asking the obvious question. If you knew this was possible, why did you not build better guardrails? Why did Grok not say no? Why did X not take down these pictures? And what about Elon Musk? He's the owner of X. He usually has something to say about everything, but on this one, there is radio silence. And we know why. Because this is not some random glitch. It fits a larger pattern. In 2025, ex-AI workers said they were exposed to disturbing explicit content. This was during AI training. Grok also has a companion mode. It was criticized for being overly sexualized, and now there's this scandal. Although critics...
What the hell is going on? What is Elon Musk trying to do? He's got a companion mode? No one is safe. Everyone is at risk to do that to their children. Is disgusting. Somebody take a picture of a child, somebody's child, and then do something sickening. Elon Musk should be held responsible for this. Yeah, well, I'm not 100%. Elon should be held responsible for this shit. How does your app allow this shit to happen? You know what niggas can do?
Say there is a bigger problem here, and that is weak safety enforcement. And guess who gets hurt the most? It's not the person typing the prompt, it's not the company releasing the tool, it's the women and children whose images are digitally stolen, stripped, and circulated. I guess the question is, what can we do to prevent this? India's Information Ministry has already written a letter to X. It has given the company a 72-hour ultimatum. They have to remove the sexually explicit, obscene content by then. X is yet to respond. But here are two other things that we can do. One, strengthen our deep fake laws, make the punishment stricter. And two, demand transparency from X on safety upgrades and consider regulatory action if safeguards are not enforced, including a temporary ban or a conditional ban. And India has done this before. It has acted against platforms like Meta, which enabled non-consensual content in the past. So it should do the same with X. And now to the part that concerns you, because this is not just a policy debate, this is also about your personal digital safety. What should you do? First of all, X uses your data to train Grok. Disable that. Opt out. Go to your settings and change it. Disallow Grok from using your public data. It won't solve the whole problem, but it will at least protect your media footprint. 2, if you see AI harassment on X, report it immediately. It doesn't matter who it is, report the post. If you see your own photo, of course, report it. File a harassment claim with X. And 3rd, promote digital safety. Treat deepfakes like a digital crime scene. Do not share or amplify those posts. Because AI may not be inherently dangerous, but AI without accountability is like a loaded gun online. So I guess the future can wait for now, because there's a lot to fix in the present.
Yo. What is that? He should be arrested. With billionaires get away with things like this. The fuck? That's the fucked up part about it. The fucked up part about it is nothing's gonna come out of it for Elon Musk. They say they're gonna fix the app. They're probably not gonna fix it. I've never even heard of this shit. I don't really use X like that. But I've never even heard of this shit. But this is beyond bad. You know, I started seeing the AI videos of the old legends that passed away and shit. And I thought that, man, this is. I first thought it was cool, but I'm like, no, this is not really cool because you could just take anybody's image and create a video that looks like it's really that person. We live in a serious time, man. AI is great, but AI could be fucked up too. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all tuning in this Sunday morning. You know what I'm saying? It's a new thing we doing, man. Sunday mornings, we popping in, world news, you know what I'm saying? I didn't get to talk about any news from London, but next week, we're going to get some London news in there and show love to people out in London. You know what I'm talking about? And this is the time where I show love to everybody that popped in, man. Lady T, salute to you. I appreciate you this morning. Chico, Black, Jaloso Nation. You know, I popped in and check out some videos. You know what I'm saying? Keep the content coming, play a partner. You know how we do it. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you tuning in today. You know what I'm talking about? We off for 2 days, man. Back at it on Wednesday. Got the Fleetwood Stories, Alia coming out tomorrow. Got the Fleetwood Stories, Lisa Left Eye Lopez coming out on Wednesday. Y'all check it out. You know what I'm saying? For a player partner. I'm going to leave y'all with some videos for the next couple of days. You know what I mean? We'll be back on Wednesday, man. And as always, play on, player. Play on.
Stand up.